All right, welcome back to Disc Golf Daily, everyone. This is a little different layout as you see because J.Milly, I'm on another podcast and J.Milly is the co-host with me along with Sacco. So we just decided to use our podcast setup to record this Disc Golf Daily setup. So J.Milly, how we doing today?
I'm doing great, Ben Kinney. For
Hey,
those who don't know,
thanks.
I'm J.Milly. I make YouTube videos about disc golf. I have 78,000 subscribers.
78 now?
And
Sheesh.
I started a little over a year and a half ago. They're my
So
credentials.
yeah, like, those are great credentials. You're climbing to be you already are one of the more famous, I guess, disc golf just off subscriber base, famous disc golf content creators. Tell us more about that start and what made you get into it.
Yeah, so I started playing disc golf back in the 2020 COVID boom. It was just kind of on a whim. It wasn't spurred on by anything in particular other than me and my friends saw a course when we were on vacation in Colorado. They got into it and were really into it, and I wanted to hang out with my friends. So I went with them. I wasn't super interested. I used to only throw tomahawks because that's what went the farthest for me. And I didn't really get hooked until I got a birdie. That's what I always tell people is play at least until you get one birdie. And if you get one birdie, that feeling is a feeling that you will chase forever. So I started playing pretty consistently in college. We had a ton of courses around. I went to Texas A&M, and I would play multiple rounds a day. I would play 4, 5, 6 times a week sometimes. Um, and that was just life. And then come 2023, I graduated at the end of 2022, and I had had the dream of making a YouTube channel for a very long time, and it was kind of like a passion that I had. So I essentially combined my two biggest passions, which were disc golf and YouTube. And I started making videos at the beginning of 2023. My first short came out in February, and my first full length video on YouTube came out in May of 2023. And I've been doing it ever since. Obviously, I've had a little bit of success, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the process from start to finish. I love playing disc golf. I love being creative, um, and I love being a positive person in disc golf. As I consider myself, I don't know, maybe that's prideful, but I like to be pretty positive, and have a lot of fun. And that's the story I like to tell. That disc golf is fun. It's competitive, but it's a fun sport, and that's what it should be first and foremost.
Oh yeah, I've played with you. We've met in person. You're a positive dude. You wear those yellow pants and all that. You got some good vibes going on. So your first video, full length video that you posted was of the Arobi Epic, and I believe it has over 400,000 views right now. You would
Oh
be,
no way! It went over 400.
I'm pretty sure last time I checked.
Ah, yeah, it is 400.
There
Nice.
you go. So you would be considered kind of an outlier in YouTube. Like that's an insane first video posted to just blow up like that. How do you think that happened and why?
Well, there's two big things. So, like I mentioned, YouTube's been a passion for me for a long time. So, I've been very interested not only in just watching YouTube, being involved in it, being involved in other creators' communities, but also on the analytics side and what makes a YouTube video work. And so, I have a friend who made YouTube videos outside of disc golf, and I helped him edit. I helped him come up with ideas. I helped him make thumbnails. I helped him do all of this stuff before I started making my own videos. So I had that uh, kind of like a sounding board before I even started YouTube. So I had a little bit of experience doing YouTube stuff. And then when I started out, I just like decided to start posting shorts, and that was like a foot in the door. And I learned a ton of lessons just about what videos do well, how to frame my stories, how to tell good stories, how to edit, how to do all these things before I even posted my first video. And so I feel like my first full length video it was kind of like lightning struck, where I think I found a very unique thing that people didn't really know about. I think I had a good title and a thumbnail that appealed to disc golfers and non-disc golfers. And then I think I still told a complete story and made a solid video. And since my YouTube channel didn't have any full-length videos already on it, I think that YouTube didn't have any basis to be like, is this video better or worse than his other videos? Should we push it to more people? Should we push it to less people? And I think part of it is like, since it was a higher standard, had all those things going for it, compared to most people's first videos, it outperformed them. So they were like, okay, we're going to push it pretty hard. So within the first few weeks, it was like at 100K, which was an insane feeling. And I remember instantly thinking I was going to quit my job. But that's the first reason. But also the second reason is a little bit deeper. But I am a man of faith. I believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I believe that this is something that I've been called to. I've been praying about this for a long time. And I've told him a million times that if this isn't what he wants me to do, to slam the door in my face. And every time I pray that, a million other doors open. So it's just one of those things. I don't really believe in coincidence or chance or anything like that. And yeah, there it is.
There you go. J.Milly, as you can read my shirt, I'm a man of faith as well, and I 100% get what you're saying. So I love that. I love that you said that. You kind of just, working hard and just keep kind of leaving it up to where it takes you. And that was cool. Very inspirational. Thank you for mentioning that. And by the way, sorry for all the audio. My shirt. I was holding my shirt. It says "Pray more, worry less." So there we go.
There we go.
So tell us more about kind of your content creation and what advice do you have for anyone that wants to tap into content creation in disc golf that you wish you had?
Well, so part of what motivated me to make content in disc golf in the first place is I believe a lot of the people that are in the disc golf content space right now are disc golfers who make YouTube videos. I wanted to be a YouTuber who makes disc golf videos. And if you don't quite understand what I'm saying, it's a little bit confusing. But what I'm trying to say is disc golf has its own niche in YouTube where like an in the bag video does really well. But to someone who doesn't know disc golf, an in the bag video, like why would I click on that? Like what is the interest and appeal in the bag video that is only beneficial to someone who already knows disc golf? So the stance I take at it is I want to make a video or at least package a video so that someone who's a disc golfer can still watch the video. And that's not for everyone. And there's a lot of benefits to just being a disc golfer who makes YouTube videos. But that mindset is kind of counter to what YouTube is about. In YouTube, there's a lot of metas that if you follow those metas, you're going to be a successful YouTuber. And I looked at disc golf and I was like, no one is following these metas. So I'll try it. And then boom, now here I am a year later. So it's like, there are a lot of successful things to do on YouTube, and I just brought them to disc golf. So follow that. And then I guess more so than just that, the biggest thing I like to tell people is just do it. If you commit to it, you're going to get better at it, as long as you're committed to it. the thing that held me back was I was just so scared that the first thing I put out had to be perfect. And it crippled me for a long time. Like I said, I wanted to be a YouTuber for a very long time, and I didn't get the courage to do it till 2023. Imagine where I could be if I started a year or 2 years or 3 years earlier. So just do it. Put a video out. It doesn't have to be perfect. A lot of very, very, very popular creators right now had horrible first videos. So put a video out, commit to improving one thing about that video, make a second video, make a third video, make a fourth video. Figure out if it's something that you are actually interested in, actually in love with, actually enjoy doing. Because you make one video and you kind of have an idea. Did I enjoy that process? Did I enjoy doing that? No. Okay. I just play disc golf. I don't make disc golf content. Or, oh, I enjoyed making that. I like disc golf content. I want to get better at this. I want to do this. So make the first video, post it, and make educated decisions after that. That's my biggest advice for someone trying to step into disc golf content.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. So awesome. That is actually fantastic advice, and I definitely agree with that sentiment. I think once I found disc golf, I realized what it truly meant to be super passionate about something and something you love. So I think if you're, everyone wants to be a YouTuber, but if you can try, but if you're not really like into it and really loving it, then it's just not for you. You got to find what you love. And for me, it was disc golf. And that's why I've gotten just full blown into it, just podcasts and expos and YouTube and playing a ton, just because, you got to find what you love. Before we let you go, tell us any plans you have for the future with J.Milly and the YouTube. Let's say 1 to 2 to 5 years from now.
Yeah, so the plans are right now I work as an engineer full time. This is my side thing. One day I'd like that to involve more of my life. Yeah. And then right now I am 962 rated, for those that know what that means. And I'd love to get to 1,000 rated at some point. I have steadily increased since I started playing competitively. Funnily enough, about a year and a half ago when I started my YouTube as well. So the plans are to make this more of a full-time thing, get better, compete competitively. I would love to play on the pro tour, not necessarily like I'm not like setting my eyes on being the next Paul Macbeth, but I like to be like a couple top fives at some point. And then, as Ben mentioned, we're on the Funzy podcast. It's a lot of fun. It's a disc golf podcast where we have fun. Yes. That's essentially the saying. If you don't know what a funzy is, it's when you throw a second shot off of the tee because you threw a bad first shot. So you took a funzy. And that's what our podcast is all about. And that's a lot of fun. And we are looking to do that for the long haul, looking to continue to grow that. It's enjoyable to get to talk about my disc golf content, get to talk about what is happening on the pro tour. And yeah, I enjoy all that.
Yeah, that exactly. Funzy, we're in it for the long haul. So I know this is Disc Golf Daily, but Funzy's my, I guess, what is the word for it? Your something child, your thing you love
child?
No. It's something like it's your like baby. I don't know. Maybe that's the word I'm trying to think. But it's my baby because it's the podcast that I started with Sacco and J.Milly on my own. These other podcasts I kind of joined. So Funzy is like kind of more my creative expression with these guys. So check it out if you want to, and for sure go check out J.Milly if you haven't seen any of his videos. Some of the most polished YouTube videos there is on disc golf, and it's super entertaining that even if you don't like disc golf, you'll definitely enjoy. Any last shout outs before we let you go, Joseph Millith?
Shout out Armory Disc Golf. They are my sponsors. They're a retail shop. They have some of the best prices, all the best discs. Use code J.Milly for 10% off. It helps support me. Also, shout out Trash Panda. I work for them. I'm sponsored by them. They're the best. Jesse is the man. Shout out my wife, Macy Miller. She supports me a lot. Oh yeah, and if you go to Armory, my merch is there. It's fun.
Merch.
It's a good time. Yeah, it's the wave. Shout out Funzy. Shout out Sacco. Shout out the boys. Yeah, I think that's it.
Sweet. This has been Disc Golf Daily. Thanks so much for joining J.Milly. We will see you next Sunday.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really does help us grow.